what makes it under threat, the historic district under threat by having it in 2 ANCs? Because I'm struggling to understand that point.
It doubles the number of inroads that the mega developer interests have in trying to work their will against the historic district. I was struck by something you said, and I feel compelled to say something back. I've never heard neighbors or members of an historic district called special interests before. Most of us, whether we pay $35 to the Cleveland Park Citizens Association or $35 to the Historical Society, are neighbors who are trying to preserve this really rich history that helps to make DC what it is. So when you double the number of agents that have to be addressed, the number of voices that have to be heard, you're not making it better, you're making it worse. And I have to say, who's funding the other side? Those signs that you saw in Cleveland Park cost $3 a piece. We asked people to donate $3 because we need to make our voice heard against millions of dollars being poured into dismantling our historic districts.
We're gonna have to leave it there. Councilmember Cheh, I'm gonna give you a last word on this panel.
No, I didn't want a last word. I just wanted, there's something I really think, Councilmember Silverman, that ought to be followed up. Somebody said something that struck me as rather shocking. In response to some other witness saying, well, you know, there are these special interests, they paid for signs, they put up signs. And then the response was that, no, the other side have spent millions, there's been millions and millions of dollars. I want to know who provided millions of dollars and who got the millions of dollars. Whoever said that, I would like to know what they're talking about, because we can't let that stay on the record. It's ridiculous, but maybe the person has some explanation.
I think that was Ms. Kennedy.
Yes, I do too.
So, who's spending millions? Who got the millions?
Well, it certainly is not the registered DC organizations, Citizens and Historic Preservation. We are all transparent in our donors and our tax returns and our registrations with the city. Who is holding Zoom events on weeknights to accuse historic preservation in Cleveland Park as racist? Who is holding Zoom events with so-called experts tracing the history of historic preservation as a racist
I need
thing?
to interrupt you. I asked for an explanation of millions being spent. Who are the millions and who got the millions?
And that's the question. We don't know. We have dark money investors financing sliming of our neighborhood and historic preservation, and it's real. And so when we see a task force that includes people who are fomenting the notion that historic preservation is racist, we have to ask, who is funding that work?
Okay, stop the steal also. So thank you. I realize there's nothing that you can say that justifies your claim.